Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I've invented the 5-minute meeting. All right. Ashland City Council meeting for April 2nd. This guy, not here today. Oh well. And then two guys from the Vista Gas Company showed up. First guy said, A, we're sorry. And then B, they said, Ashland customers, we're super nice. And then guy number 2 said, hey, here's what happened. There was a big main valve that we were being greased. This is normal stuff. And then we greased it, we closed it up, and then we opened it back up, and it didn't open all the way. And so all of a sudden this pressure was lost, so we shut off everything for 4,000 people. And then this guy goes, hey, so what did we learn from this? What are you guys going to do different? And they went, oh yeah, we're going to do a bunch of different stuff. We've learned a lot. And then this guy goes, hey, how do people get their money back and stuff? And they go, oh, okay. So you call the 800 number. That's the best way to go. And we'll pay back everybody whatever they lost. You know, you show us for receipts and stuff. And apparently they gave back all the residential customers $50. And then they gave $25,000 to the Ashland Parks Department on behalf of all the businesses that lost money. But they can still ask for the money back still. And then city administrator said, hey, you know that community center shut down? One of our guys was walking around, and he saw, the walls all bowed out, so they checked it out, and it was terrible. And they shut it down. And so they're looking for new spaces for all the people who, have reservations there, scheduled stuff. And they don't have a repair price yet. And the public works lady said, oh yeah, we got an engineer on that. We're going to get a price next week. It's going to be great. And it's not going to be a small fix. It's going to be a pretty big fix. It's a pretty big deal. And then this one goes, she goes, hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking? We should maybe get rid of that building or something. And the public works person said, oh, hell yeah, that's exactly what we're thinking. It's going to be in our report. So I think this is how it starts, people. Keep your eyes open for a bad idea about replacing the community center just based on those two people talking about that. And then there was a proclamation. And a proclamation, this one said, hey, you know what April 17th to April 29th is? It's Independent Media Week. And we promote and support independent media. And then this one said, she goes, I think the film festival is important. Right? And then public forum, there was a bald guy, and he said, hey, the new horseshoe pit is a danger. And what if a senior citizen were to walk by and trip and impale themselves on the horseshoe pit stick? And then the lady said, she goes, hey, public safety support fees are BS because cops break the law all the time. I talked to one of them. They said, yeah, we do that. And then I think she's complaining because she got a ticket. And then crazy gray-haired guy said, electric cars, energy audit, new zero carbon building, and we should solve climate change right now. And then some guy with 3 beards said something about the American Disabilities Act problem at the OSF, and he's not suing the city and the festival, but the guy never made a point really, but it made it sound like he's been a pain in the ass about this whatever lawsuit thing's going on there. It didn't end. He ended without an ending. And then consent agenda. Nobody talked about anything. Everything on there was approved. Whatever it was, no one knows. All approved. And then there's the approval of the Capital Investments Program Master Plans compilation for the next 20 years. So the Public Works lady, she said, so we take all the master plans, the water, the sewer, electric, streets, and we combine them into this dream plan. But we're super ready to change anything you guys ask us to change over the next 20 years, if you say so. And we redo the plan every 5 to 7 years. And then there's street fund money, comes from actually the food and beverage tax, which is $600,000 a year, or maybe it's the gas tax. And then there's a new water treatment plant coming up, and that's going to cost $34 million, of course. And there are waterfront projects and sidewalk projects and sewage treatment and airport and city facilities, fire and rescue, parks and rec fund. It's all in there. It's all in there. And she's shooting for $7 to $10 million per year for all of the capital improvement projects. That's going to go the average. And then this guy goes, hey, capitalizing is different from maintaining, isn't it? In the public works, they said, yeah, maintenance lasts for a year and capitalizing lasts for like 10 years. And then this one goes, she said, she said, hey, I didn't, there are no plaza projects in this whole thing. And the public works lady said, oh, yeah, we're fitting the plan and project dependent upon funding and or sourcing, blah, 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 techno, bizno, speak, unintelligible. The entire council just went, whatever, you win, whatever you're just saying, we agree. She just like wore him down. And then this one goes, she goes, so I'm going to approve all of this, but we can change this whenever we want, right? And the public works lady went, yeah, sure, you can. And then she just stared at her eyes like, I own all of you. You have no idea what I'm doing. And then the city administrator said, you as council, you've already approved, already adopted all of these projects, FYI, and this is the most fantastic plan I've ever looked at. And maybe this is what they approve in the consent agenda every week. Maybe. But they adopted this 20-year plan, approved, everyone approved. And then there's an ad hoc committee for a grant awards for all the nonprofits who want some of this tourism money. And so the budget committee is going to come up with a number, and then a new ad hoc committee is going to figure out how to split it up between applicants, and the mayor is going to pick all those people and then put them on a committee. And then this guy goes, hey, last time there was at least a budget person or a council person on this committee, and to remind them of rules and stuff. And then without somebody being there, this thing could get out of hand or go rogue or whatever. And then they all went, yeah, this might not be well thought out. Let's do this later. And then this one goes, hey, I'm on the wildfire committee, anti-wildfire, obviously. And there's a big anti-wildfire day in May, and so everyone should do stuff. There you go. End of meeting. You're welcome.